and let us all do we can to build a better future.
An utterly bizarre incident recently took place. A company called Globe Newswire, which is a press release distribution company, was provided with what turned out to be a fake press release announcing that Walmart had formed a relationship with a cryptocurrency called Litecoin. And this got out, and all of these news outlets, including CNBC, I want to say Reuters did it, all major news outlets ran this story. Nobody bothered to fact check. Nobody bothered to say, why is this obscure cryptocurrency company, why is it in a partnership suddenly with Walmart? Well, it turned out to not be true. Walmart was forced to issue a statement. Walmart was not to blame in this instance, by the way. They didn't do anything wrong. It was the fact that some prankster, possibly somebody, I don't know, somebody who was working for Litecoin who had invested in Litecoin, wanted to boost their value, opened up an account. The account was not appropriately vetted on Globe Newswire, submitted the press release, and nobody bothered to fact check. Now, look, it really upsets me when you have major social media organizations talking about what is considered to be an authoritative source. Will go out and say, oh, for example, demonetize channels that are alternative media. When you have, charts online that say what is the most unbiased, one of the most unbiased media outlets, which tend to almost always be large, mainstream, and I respect those journalists. I respect newsrooms. I respect when there is a company that has a mission that invests its money into training up reporters and releasing news, providing news to the people. The problem is, and the paradox here is, we have a 24/7 news cycle in this country. And we can't get anything right. Why? Because we have a 24/7 news cycle. Everybody wants to be the first to have the story. They want to be the first to release the story, which means that you eliminate, fact checkers.
Yeah.
Walmart has a significant press department. It's easy to get, if you are a member of the press and you are legitimately a member of the press, you can get a hold of Walmart and they will say yes or no to something. That's true of any major corporation. It's true of any smaller corporations. It's true of government agencies. They all have public information officers. Nobody bothered to check. So forgive me if I am just a little bit nervous about reporting stories as soon as they happen. Pardon me, if I'm not going to retweet something as soon as I see it.
So here's the thing. I would love to give my original commentary, but I think our audience will supersede anything I'll say. First, shout out to Illinois, who says, mainstream media can't do basic research, LOL. You guys think I have a chance working there? Ha ha ha. Yes, you do. But hold on, there's a little bit more. Shout out to Jack Klugman, who says, fact-checking went out 20 years ago when all the mainstream media got rid of the real reporters. This is a thing that happened. Look, the very fact, when we interviewed Robbie Yeager from Mi Casa Tu Casa, he's doing more work than any of the corporate media outlets combined. Okay? That's just one reporter from one independent media network. That's what he's doing. Or then there's also Aaron Mate. There's Glenn Greenwald, Mac Blumenthal.
Who are all being smeared.
Yeah, who are
all currently being smeared.
Well, remember, if the standard, it's like, I really think we need to really utilize the language properly. They're not news channels. They're just a bunch of reaction channels. They see something and then they react to it. They see a press release, they want to react to it because they think that they'll make the most money off that. Now, we at 99 Perspectives have learned to split entertainment away from news because a lot of really bad things happen if you try and combine them. If you try and turn your news organization into a profit bin, it's never going to end well, and you're not going to be news the second you start doing that because your incentives become perverse. It becomes cover something the second it comes out. Don't fact check it. Also, threaten tech companies to make you administrative sources even though you haven't earned it, even though without this algorithmic change and the blackmail that you do to the companies, you get, I mean, I remember a time when before CNN had authoritative power, they got the same views as us. They just put out more videos.
Yep.
They got like an average of, 1,000 to 2,000 views each. And now they get hundreds of thousands per video. And even if you watch our content, a lot of times after the live stream ends, if you stay that long, YouTube will go, oh, you mean Fox News is what you want to watch next, or you want MSNBC, that's what you want to watch next. Not any other mainstream source, just those. So not only are these people not doing their work, just like politicians and other people, there's no incentive for them to get it right or wrong. If they made money, if the person who got it wrong at whatever news company did, it's fine as long as other people also did that shields the blame from them. And if they made money off the clicks, if they made $100 off that story and everyone else made the same choice, they did a good job. That's not news. It's a reaction channel.
I also want to add on to this, where Pilgrim says, Snopes can do the fact-checking, LOL. Scroogle says to Ilnar, you're overqualified to work at mainstream media. And look, here's the thing. Chances are you'll probably know more about real journalism than any of the entire team there at any CNN or Fox News media outlet. Kate McCoy says, Spinal Tap's Nigel always turned his amp to 11 because turning it to 11 means it's higher. It's higher. You just can't make 10 louder. Just put it to 11. That's why we have 11, folks. And